Hey guys, today we are doing area word problems, which I know is your favorite thing. I'm just going to give you two examples, and your practice today is just going to be another two examples, and then your formative today is just another two. I know word problems may be a little bit more lengthy, so I didn't want to overload you, and they can be a little complicated. So, the first one, John and Mary are using rolls of fabric to make a rectangular stage curtain for their class play. So, when you buy fabric, it actually usually comes in rolls, just like that one. And when you roll it out, it gives you a rectangular piece of fabric. So, the rectangular piece of fabric on each roll. So, if I draw this out here, here's my rectangular piece of fabric, is 2.5 feet by 15 feet. Okay, those are just the dimensions. If the area of the curtain is 200 square feet, what is the least number of rolls that they need? So right here, this is one of the rolls of fabric that they bought. They need to make a huge rectangular curtain that is 200 square feet. So I have to figure out how many of these rolls I need to make that huge total curtain. So first thing I need to do is I need to find the area of a roll of fabric, because I need to know how many of those will fit to make the entire curtain. So area of a rectangle. Check your formula sheet just to make sure, but it should be area is length times width. So the length is going to be 15 feet and the width is 2.5 feet. So we're going to plug it in. Area is 15 times 2.5. And then 15 times 2.5 should give you 37.5 square feet. So that tells me that there's 37.5 square feet that make up this roll. So 37.5 square feet. So I need to figure out how many of these are going to fit into my 200 square foot curtain. So the easiest way to do that is to take your total of 200 and divide it by 37.5 square feet. You could keep adding 37.5 a bunch of times to figure out how many it's going to take to get to 200. That's another route you could take, but I'm just going to divide. So 200 divided by 37.5 actually gives you 5 1/3 rolls. So this is where you actually have to stop and logically think about it. So am I going to need 5 rolls or am I going to need 6 rolls? Because I have to buy it by roll. You can't buy a third of a roll. So if I just buy 5 rolls, I know that each roll is 37.5 square feet. And if I multiply that by 5, so 37.5 times 5, that would only give me 187.5 square feet. That is not enough to make my 200 square foot curtain. So if I think about 6 rolls, 37.5 for each times 6, 37.5 times 6 gives me 225 square feet. I'll have a little left over, but I have enough to make my curtain at that point. So the least number of rolls needed is 6 rolls. Okay, I would pause the video, copy that down, try to figure it out on your own if you did not understand it as I went. The main point is that you go away from this understanding how to do these word problems. So I have one more for you. So Mel and Kenneth want to refinish the community center gym floor. So the rectangular floor, so if we draw the floor here, is 15.2 meters wide, so that's our width, and 25.6 meters long, so that's our length. If each gallon of polyurethane covers about 180 square meters, how many gallons should Mel and Kenneth buy? So polyurethane is actually just like kind of a clear paint that you put on things to protect it from the outside environment. So we know that 1 can of polyurethane covers 180 square meters. So that means like here, if I have the gym floor here, 1 can's gonna cover 180 square meters. So I need to figure out how many cans I need until the whole floor is going to be covered. So the first step we're going to do is actually find the square feet or the square footage of the gym floor. We need to know the total that needs to be covered. So to do that, we need to find the area. So area of a rectangle is length times width. We know the length is 25.6. And the width is 15.2. So 25.6 times 15.2, and your area of your gym floor is 389.12 square meters. So 389.12 square meters. So that means there's 389 square meters that cover this gym. So 1 can is going to cover 180. So if you want to go about it, you could do 389.12 meters squared divided by 180 to figure out how many cans. But this time I'm going to do the opposite way that I did last time, and I'm going to add up. So if I have 1 can, I know that covers 180 square meters. What about 2 cans? So 180 times 2 would be 360 square meters. So still not enough because I need 389. So just to double check, it should be 3 cans, but so 180 times 3 is 540 square meters, which is perfect. We'll have a little left over, but better to have enough, or better to have too much than not enough. So we actually need 3 cans of polyurethane. No keyboard, go away. Polyurethane are needed. Okay. So there's 2 examples for you, 2 ways that you can go about doing them. 2 problems for practice, 2 problems for the check-in or informative. I do have a pop-in Zoom today, 10:30 to 11:30. If you need help, come see me. I can talk you through the problems if you do not understand them. Other than that, I will talk to you tomorrow.